Hi, I'm Diane Foreman from the Emerald Group, and I'm here tonight at Spark Lab talking about my journey and about branding. A brand is all about something you live, you breathe, it's something intrinsic, it's in your heart. You've got to be so proud of your brand that you'll literally wear a t-shirt with it stamped on your back. You'll have it on your nightie. It's part of what you think. You are your brand and your brand is you. It's not about anything peripheral. You've got to have that deep sense of pride in your brand as you would in one of your children. People always say, what is a brand? Well, a brand is about energy and passion. It's about what you put in it. And I always say to people, it's fake it till you make it. Every brand, whether it was Coca-Cola or Kentucky Fried Chicken, it started with nothing but an idea. So never be embarrassed that your brand is small. It's about faking it till you're making it. It's talk it up, feel proud. As long as you love it, everybody else will. Every business needs to have a leader, but that leader can't do everything. And I'm not an expert in the social area. I don't even have a LinkedIn page. I don't understand social media, but I understand that I need it. So I have great people doing my social media in all of my businesses. So it's about having the best people. It's about knowing what you're not good at and hiring to make up for those deficiencies. So in a marketing sense, you might not be the world's greatest marketer, but you love your brand, you're living your brand. So hire somebody that understands social media or understands print media to get your brand message out there for you. You can't do it all. Okay, one of the things that I think is really important when you're thinking about what am I going to do and what's my business going to look like, always make sure that you're not a target market of one. I made a terrible mistake earlier in my career where I fell in love with velvet house shoes with a fleur-de-lis on the front. And I thought every woman in the world was going to want a pair of velvet house shoes. But of course they were $300. How many people in the world can afford a pair of $300 flash slippers? They can't. So if you want to be really successful, choose a product that's very accessible, that everybody all over the world can use all of the time. Because the example I give is, you might make the best power fritters in New Zealand, but you're not going to be able to find fresh power in Singapore. So don't start a power fritter business in Singapore unless you've got the supply organised. So it's about making sure that not only have you got something people want to buy, but that you can supply it too. It's really important. People always say, well, how do I get a mentor? I say, well, go to the best person in your industry. Go to the person you respect the most. And if they can't help you, 9 times out of 10, they'll say, look, I'm too busy, I can't do this, but go and see. And you go and see that person, but listen to what they say, because you frustrate the living bejesus out of mentors if you take their time, you take their energy and their inspiration, and then you keep doing things in the same way. Because there's one thing that's really sure. If you do the same things in the same way, you'll get the same outcome. So if you want to change it and shake it up, and you want a mentor, take their advice. I'm Diane Foreman, and it's been my great pleasure to speak at Spark Lab. If you want to find out more about other inspirational speakers, go to sparklab.co.nz and they'll tell you when the next one is.